So it's our last full day in the village. Yeah, it feels a bit weird actually. Obviously, I'm really excited to go home, sleep in my own bed, be with my wife, be with my son, be with my pooches, take them for a walk, bit of cool air. Maybe I'll moan after a day or two saying it's too bloody cold, but you know, looking forward to going home. But last full day today, which is Wednesday. Come on, the Man City tonight. Um, yeah, and then tomorrow, probably about late morning, early afternoon, we're gonna set off to Sylhet. Spend the night in a hotel because we've got an early morning flight, so I don't want to risk going Friday morning. Um, one of Shu's friends, somebody I sort of know when I was very young, he's asked whether we can bring his dad back. He's apparently in a wheelchair, so we'll take care of that as well. The guy's name's Salam, and from memory he had two sisters older than him and a brother who was the oldest. One of the sisters unfortunately passed away when she was in her 20s. I used to see her on the bus and we used to sit and have a chat. Then all of a sudden she just wasn't there, and found out she'd passed away, which was like real shock. I'm just picking up some fallen mangoes. Give them to the Barry. We had a whole day with no power yesterday because of the storm. So I don't know how long this is going to last. Might not be able to do much vlogging because of that, but have to wait and see. Yeah, but yesterday when we came back from, a tour or visiting loads of places, the guys were still working in when it was really dark. I think it was about 7 p.m. we got back or something like that, and there's a lot of banging going on in the house, and they were still doing the raising the ceiling on the new hallway, which have done a really good job, and it's already started to cure. I can feel some raindrops now, strangely. Started to cure. And we had a look in, and they've started to tar one of the bathrooms. I don't know if you can make out just above my head a bunch of mangoes, and they've got a whole line of mango trees going all the way down to the main road. So they're just full of mangoes. So I mean, I picked some off the floor. They might think, what is this idiot doing? He's picked some mangoes off the floor. They're all bloody horrible and nasty, but you never know. People make use of what's available. I'll just go into Dad's house and show you the bathroom, see if we can see anything in this light. Hopefully they've started to tar one of the bathrooms. You know, our choices are limited being in a village. You know, there's plenty of shops selling tiles and things like that, but it's all a bit fancy. We just wanted something really simple and plain. So we've gone for this kind of tile in the bathrooms on the walls, so it's sort of got a marbly effect, but you should be able to see there's some texture to it. Again, we'll see what happens, and they've made the texture, like they've combined the texture across, so it looks all nice and neat. There's a cracked tile here. There's a cracked tile. We'll have to see. That's not good, is it? There's cracked tiles. What the hell are they doing? Putting cracked tiles on or breaking them and then sticking them on? We ain't happy with that. And they're going to tile all the way up to the ceiling, so it'll be all nice and neat. Yeah, I think we're going to have a word with them. I can see 1, 2, 3. I can see 3 cracked tiles. I mean, they're only minor hairline fractures, but When you're bloody paying for something like that, we wouldn't accept that in the UK. So I don't know why these guys think we're going to accept that. And the builder guy, man, oh my god, she was speaking to him yesterday. So they've started painting the outside. They've put one coat on of this sort of, I'd say it's like a sandy kind of colour. But they weren't going to paint the pillars. They were going to leave the pillars that blue and red. And we said, well, what's going on? Well, Shu said, what's going on? You know, we expect you to match it all up and do it nice and neat, not do the house, but then leave all the pillars like this turquoisey blue colour with red. So we're going to replace the turquoise with that sort of sandy kind of colour, and then the red bits are going to be painted black to mirror the bottom, and then we'll see what happens. Taking an early morning ride with my nephew Bodrul.
Yeah.
And we're just sort of driving past where he brought us to see the fields and stuff, and you know, we've gone beyond that and just more and more fields. And this gentleman here is fishing, so you get all, like, they'll get floods in the fields, and then fish sort of move from the river to the fields, and then he's basically created a gap in the field to drain the water and just put a net there to catch fish. So I saw some really tiny fish, nothing really big or anything like that, but it's fish, right? And Bengalis love fish. We're fish mad. So yeah, hope he's successful. Hope he doesn't get a snake or anything, but let's see if he's got anything. He's having a feel for something. Oh yeah, he's just getting rid of the weeds. Just getting rid of the weeds there. Can't see much fish. I've just seen a couple of little, tiny little silvery things swimming about, but not big fish at all. I thought I was recording. Been chatting for 2 or 3 minutes. I'm not recording. So we've driven about, I'd say maybe 20 to 30 minutes away from our village. It was obviously not really at fast pace. We had to go over, like, for some reason they'd sort of built a mini wall across a road. I don't know why people are doing that, but just across from me you can see, you might be able to just see that building right over there. It's actually a two-story building, and that is the Indian border, and there's a fence right across there, obviously to separate the border, the recognized border. Stop people crossing from one side to the other. Obviously during the war in 71, lots of Bengalis crossed over to India because they were being murdered and genocided by Pakistan, their fellow Muslim brothers and sisters. So that's when India got involved and stuff like that. But as I was saying, we've come here 20-25 minutes away from the village, probably 30 minutes away from Biani Bazar, and I can only see 2 motorized vehicles. We've got Bodrul's bike and a auto rickshaw straight ahead, but bar that, it's really green, really beautiful, very fertile, because they grow 2 crops of rice per year here. And what Bodrul was saying is, when it's the wet season, when the wet season's over, the water will almost come to the level of the road, which you can see is quite steep. So just below the road, the water comes and it covers all of this in water, which must be stunning to see. I might have to think about coming at the end of the monsoon season. I don't know what the temperature will be. I imagine it'll be a lot cooler then, but it's the humidity I can't deal with. I mean, today there's a nice breeze where we are. It's cloudy, overcast, so I don't feel hot and sticky, but I did feel hot and sticky in the village. We crossed a huge river, and this is just a tributary of that river. It looks a bit man-made. It might have been man-made just so they can, you know, irrigate when the water levels are low. but we passed a lot of devastation as well. So many trees have been uprooted and people are now chopping the trees. We've still seen power lines down and things like that. So that's why we've not had power yesterday. Oh, let me just turn this the right way. And we can see Bodrul. You see on his motorbike. There's Bodrul on his motorbike. Let me just turn that around. Yeah, I've got 17% power left on this thing. Hope I get power so I can charge it up. Just want to record my last full day in the village before we go off to Sylhet, and then obviously want to record what we go and eat and do in Sylhet. Don't know if you can hear me, but I'm just recording. I'm going to try and record some of the devastation that we see. I think I just heard thunder like right now. You can see the Indian border a bit clearer. Well, I can. I don't know if I can pick it up with the camera. But you can see the fence quite close here. So we're in an area called Sharapad. Sharapad Nuadram. Nuadram. So Nua means new, and Gram means sort of village or area or something like that. Yeah. Now you're able to see some of the devastation here on the trees. They've started chopping them. This is nothing compared to some of the stuff we've seen here. You can see trees dropped off here. Big branches, trees have fallen on the ground, into the fields. This is the bit I think looks the worst because there's so much of it on the actual road, and we've seen trees falling on people's houses. Thankfully, by the look of it, it's just the way they build the structure, the walls, it's not crushed the walls, it's just broken the roof and then basically just sat on the wall. So hopefully no one's been injured or hurt. I imagine a lot of people are very petrified and scared. So we just filmed. I mean, I don't know if I recorded them, but we just filmed a bunch of Bengali security guards, sorry, border guards. So obviously there'll be Indian border guards and there's Bengali border guards. So just stopping, I guess, illegal movement of goods from one place to the other. See another tree on the road there. Straight up ahead there's a power line that's down, so you know, guys have got to come and fix it. I can see new wire being laid down, so guys will just come and fix that hopefully a bit later. The cows have decided that they want to eat the fresh growth from the trees. This bit looks pretty rough. Got it on the wrong setting. Oh, got it on the wrong setting. No, I'm naman. I was trying to take the zoom off. open the roads up for people. The cows don't seem to panic. They're just taking their time. They're just, walking slowly. We're sort of cutting across them and stuff like that. They're just taking their time, trying to eat as much of the grass as you can hear. This area that I'm in now is quite poor. Lots of tin houses. There are brick houses, but a lot of corrugated tin houses. I don't know if this is sort of an area where you've got a lot of the day workers, like the field workers. Obviously they don't own loads, they work on other people's fields and stuff. So we're going back a different way. You can see this massive river. What was the name of that?
Shadow Pool.
Shadow Pool.
Iku tuh Hal.
Oh, this river is the River Hal. And then we've got all of this amazing fields everywhere. And I've said this a million times, but that is my memory of Bangladesh when I was growing up. Very, very young. Just fields upon fields upon fields. The last time we came after school, so it would have been maybe June, July. Or I think it's July, is it? I think school breaks up in the end of July. And we stayed until December, which was actually my final year of GCSE, which wasn't very smart on some people's parts, but it was what it was, so we moved on. So lots of fields were just covered. These rice fields or paddy fields were just actually covered in water, and there was just fish. So people were just fishing because obviously you can't grow rice because it's too much water. So people spent their time fishing. The fish would come from the river, would break the bank and go into the fields, and people would just spend their time fishing. So it looks like we're crossing another tributary over here. So this one looks more natural because it does a lot of winding. This one, where the one where we stopped by the Indian border was quite straight. That felt natural. It just wound its way. Very beautiful. I hope you can hear me. Bodju just pointed out that just ahead there, on that hill, is a tea plantation. Sylheti tea, and right in front of me is all tea, yeah, loads of tea bushes, tea trees, tea plants. Just filming a few more scenes of these lovely, amazing fields. I didn't bring my microphone again, but it is what it is. Bought this new camera so I could speak and people can hear what I'm talking about, but haven't even bothered, but hey, such is life. Enjoy the scenery, because I am. Just recording more of the countryside. Dangerous. Yeah, we're on the safety's gone out the window. I don't recommend this for anyone, but he's my nephew, so I'm sure he'll take care of me. And we have gone, probably on the way back, we've gone past the roads. I mean, there are pockets of the road which are really rough, so you can't go fast without what you'll be flat on your face. But a lot of it is, there have been patches there where the roads have been really, really nice. And stuff like that, so yeah, we've gone at a decent pace. vibrant, lots of different colours of green and then yellows as the crops are maturing, ready for harvest. Should have bought my mic, but never mind. We're just crossing another river. Riding for a while, I think. Close his way back now. Just got some really side roads just to find a better road. Yeah, now we're on our way back home. I don't know what the time is. Lots of kids are going to school, so it must be like probably 9 or 10 or something like that. Kids are going to school. Right, we're on our way to Latimer's Bury for an invite. I hope you can hear me. And right in front of me, a shoe on the back of Bodrul's motorbike. In front of the shoe here. Apparently it's not too far, so we'll see if we get there. Got no idea if you can hear me. So we've come to Fatima's parents' house, and this is the idea of a Bengali snack. Now remember, small snack. Remember, Shu and I have just had a big lunch, literally about 2 hours ago. It's now 5 p.m. and this is the idea of a Bengali snack. Oh, can I turn this camera around? Look. Look at all that. That's all snack. Look at the state of that. It's unbelievable. How? Right, my sister-in-law is eating. So she's the one that says eat, and she's eating about 5 pieces of pineapple, 1 grape, 1 apple slice, and she's still saying eat, ha. So we've had a bit of nasta, and we're just walking around Kakordi, which is Fatima's father's bury, and that's Imran, who's Fatima's brother. He's doing some filming, and there's Shu and Bodrul. I'm just doing a bit of exploring, going to this it feels like a banqueting hall, and they've got some nice grounds, manicured grounds, excuse me. Very humid and sticky. So yeah, they've got a banqueting hall and some really nicely tended gardens and stuff. People seem to be just getting, the security guard just lets people in. Just come in, have a wander around, sit down. They've got a pond you can sit by. Pond, got a film of scum on it, bits of plastic in it, unfortunately not loads but bits of it. It would be much nicer if they cleaned that up. But anyway, we're going off to somewhere else apparently now. So we've come to another park. And the guys are going to do another film.